All right. It's another Sunday. We are live once again. My day is done, and we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off from yesterday, cause my phone went dead, unfortunately, and so I said I was gonna get around once I got some more information about answering some of those questions and stuff. And so, as you come in, give me a quick sound check. Let me know everything is on the up and up. All right, preacher. Hey, preacher, while you up here and stuff, I wanted to run something by you and just see how you feel about it and stuff. Cause what you were asking yesterday about, you was inquiring about. Okay, Mister Aaron, what's going on with you? About yesterday and stuff when you was talking about trying your hand out on doing refrigerated and stuff. And so, being where you are, right? Is there any kind of way that you can do refrigerated where you are now before you make any kind of change? Cause if it's because what I'm saying is that with you being where you are and stuff and the time that you have, if things don't work out, if you don't like it, then you could just say, well, all right, well, switch me back and um, all right, Mr. Dale, how you doing? You can switch back and just say, well, you know what, hey, I tried it and I ain't really lost nothing, you know. It's just, like I said, it's just a thought and stuff like that. If they got a division, maybe you could transfer over there and try it out and stuff, cause I don't think it's any different, where you are. I don't think it'll be any different there than any other carrier and stuff like that. Maybe I noticed they probably don't do a great abundance of it and stuff like. It's not their primary source, but I have seen some of the accounts and stuff that they cover. You know, if it's nothing but to just get a familiarity of you know the reefer division and stuff like that. Would that possibly be a would that possibly be something that you could do without just leaving the carrier completely? Excuse me. No, so I tried. It's time to move on. Going to buy me another truck. What did my notice Friday? Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Well. At least you exhausted all options and stuff right before you made that move or whatever. So, um, okay. Well, then, yeah. So, yeah, if you make your move over to refrigerator and stuff, I mean, it's not. Um, there's some things and stuff they do a little bit differently. Like most of the places that you go to are going to be requiring that. Um, well, with the COVID-19 going on and stuff, they don't allow you in the warehouse. But every load that you do, it's going to be a driver unload and stuff, and so you gotta keep an abundance of checks and stuff. Depending on whatever the pay system is, whatever your guys' pay system is and stuff. You just got to keep abundance of that and stuff. Even though some of these customers are making transitions over, but a lot of them still haven't. So, you know, just don't be surprised by some of the charges that they say what they're going to charge you for the unloading and stuff like that. Just it's simple, just cutting them the check and being done with it. But you know, they have made things a lot better, and I'm just hoping that if this thing ever subsides and whatever and stuff like that. 'Cause a lot of these places you go to, they don't even let you go in the warehouse anymore and stuff. And so a lot of the business is already done before you get there. So it's just basically giving them the paperwork and just putting the paperwork and stuff in the back when they let you know it's done. So, but I don't think they're going to be transitioning back to that old system. So, but for the most part, it's just I would get familiar with a lot of the truck wash, a lot of places where you can that's what you say, going to lease on to a company that offers different types of freight, but I can book my own loads and work with agents. Okay, all right, well, yeah, then yeah, you got a mixture of both and stuff, so just use both of them to your advantage. If they're not giving you something to your liking or whatever and stuff, or you can find something a little bit better, then yeah, do that. But yeah, if you're gonna do refrigerated, then the thing I would recommend the most is to get familiar with the areas and stuff as far as like where the trailer washouts and stuff are, and until you get a great understanding of the customers you're dealing with, what I would recommend every other load and stuff to get your trailer washed out, guys. I know people talking about keep brooms and stuff like that, but man, you can't sweep these trailers. You can't sweep them. I mean, those rails and stuff, man, they're a little bit too deep, and then the situation, of course, and stuff with your back, I wouldn't recommend it. Just if it's a lot of wood and stuff like that, usually around that second load, you just need to go and find someone to get it washed out. Second, you could probably push it to that third load, but no longer than that third load. Then you got to get it washed out somewhere. So, and if you can keep it in the Blue Beacon, areas and stuff. Okay, yeah. Every third load you do, and yeah, every second load and stuff, until you get an understanding of, the customers you deal with, no more than 3, and start out with Blue Beacon, cause Blue Beacon is gonna always be your cheaper places to go, regardless of people gonna say, well, we do our things a little bit differently. We give conditioning and all this other stuff. The only thing they're doing is just running water in it. That's it. It's only one place that I know that actually deodorizes and stuff their trailers, and that's over there in Jersey City, New Jersey. And so that's OJ's. The OJ's Truck Wash. They got one there in Jersey City. They got another one in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So that just comes standard with their washout and stuff. But some places, you want to keep it at the Blue Beacon, cause you don't want to be sitting there paying $85-$90 for somebody to run some water in your trailer and stuff, and Blue Beacon is charging you $36, $37. So I would just keep it around that area there. Let's see, Mr. Dale. I've been home for a couple of weeks, and I don't meant to get off topic, but did they do the inspection blitz? Yes, they did. They did it last week. And stuff. So you're in the clear now. The blitz was last week and the week before last. So you're in the clear now. You come on back to work and stuff, and yeah, you come on back to work and stuff like that. So yeah, and the thing is, they didn't do roadsides though. They didn't do a lot of roadside. They were just getting people. If you went to the scale and stuff like that, they just, okay, you go, you pull over here, you go, 2 more of the trucks go, and then they get you. That's sort of situation there. So the roadsides, they're kind of light on the roadside inspections, and that's because of the the COVID, because of the COVID and stuff like that and everything. A lot of properties, they want to keep these highways clear. They want to keep the highways clear and stuff. And so, if they don't have to do any kind of immediate enforcement and stuff, then they suggest and stuff, to keep things moving. Okay, if you're going to scale house or something like that, do it there. Do it somewhere where you're not having to pull somebody over and stuff. Even the rest areas off limits, cause because again of COVID. So they limited the places where they do the inspections and stuff to only the scale houses. So, unless you're a real threat, then they're not really tough on the enforcement. And the other thing is and stuff is that the FMCSA re-implemented the exemption for the hours of service and stuff like that. So if you're under that load there, if you have a load that consists of stocking up let's see, what's the word I'm looking for, if you're restocking for like emergency goods and stuff like that and everything, food, paper, those sort of things there, then if you have that load there and stuff, and then they don't want to run into that on the off chance that you do have it, because you got to proceed on. And so if you're under that status there and they find any violations on you, then they can write you up, but it's not going to count against you or the carrier because you got that COVID load. So it's a waste of time and energy. Let's see. Okay, Wise Out. Let's see. I think my broker lied and told me that since I'm hauling essential goods, I can run past my drive time. Is that true? Okay, if you have your paperwork, your bill of lading must state it specifically that the load is essential. It has to have it somewhere on the paperwork and stuff that it's an essential load, or they have to provide you with some kind of paper saying that it's essential. So if they don't provide those things there and stuff, and you get caught, then you in a world of mess and stuff. Oh, let me see if I can give you an example. Hold up, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go, right here. On your paperwork, you gotta have something like this up here: food for emergency restocking in stores. It has to be on the paperwork. You have to either have this, or you have to have that paper that they gave us back when they implemented it back in April. But it has to specifically be on the paperwork. If you don't have it and you get caught, then if you get caught running past your time, then you in trouble. Because a lot of people think, oh well, it's back to food and paper. It's back to food and paper, which it does say that and stuff. But your bill of lading has to specify that it is an emergency load. If it's not, then you get caught, then you're in trouble. Let's see. All right, Preacher, I'm going to hit you up after I get this truck and sign on with this company. They are just waiting on my job history for one. Okay, all right. So you got the number and everything. And stuff. So whenever you're ready, hit me up. Well, just when you do it, text me first and stuff, so then I can get ready. and we can go ahead and answer your questions and stuff. Let's see, Cootie Bang. Oh, Truckman Blue Money, what's going on? All right, Cootie Bang, let's see. What's up, Rooster? My question is a little off topic, but I'm looking to buy a truck soon, but I also want to pay off my debt, $16,000. What would you do first in that situation? Okay, you are $16,000 in debt, right? Because that's important. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's see. Car debt and personal loan. Okay. So what you got is bills then. So what you got is bills. All right. So before you buy, let's see, before you buy a truck, the place that you're going to take the truck to, do you understand how to make money there? That's important. You know, cause when you get it, the truck should be the final thing. The truck should be the final piece to the puzzle. You should know where you're going. You should know what you're going to do when you get over there. You should know how the money is made, right? Get a basic understanding of how the money and stuff is made. Understand where you're going to be at. And then after that, go get your truck, because your truck is based upon what kind of work you're going to be doing. So, it's no point in getting a new truck if you understand the business and where to go and how you're going to run and all that sort of thing there. So, yeah, it's no point in getting a new truck if you know you're going to be home every other day, or if you ain't going to be, if you ain't going to be wide open like that and stuff like that. If it doesn't require it, right, then, in other words, if you got a basic understanding of what you're going to do, then your debt is going to be paid off based upon how you work. So you're going to always have bills and stuff like that, and you're going to always have bills and stuff, and that's that. So if you keep putting certain things off, right, your personal stuff, if you keep putting personal stuff, well, if you keep putting your business off for personal stuff, then you'll never get your business established, because after you get something paid off, you're going to go and get something else, and then when you turn around, whether it be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like, daggone, man, I'm always in debt. Okay, and that's going to happen eventually. That's going to happen eventually and stuff. Oh, let me get to your first question. Let's see. I pull tanker, OTR, rarely go home, lease at my current company, and doing pretty well. Okay, well then, yeah. All right, so when you get your truck, are you going to stay over there where you are? Because if you're doing pretty well and you ain't home like that, then paying off that debt is going to be very simple. You're going to pay it off very quick. So let's see, what was the other question? Just want to be debt free and have no bills at all. Okay, well, you can get there, right? You can get there and stuff, because in your business, you're going to figure out that a lot of things that you can do is going to be a lot more. You can do things, but you can do stuff a lot more quickly. For instance, buying a home, right? Now, your situation is that you're rarely home, right? You're rarely home and stuff, so you're always working. So a basic home loan now is 30 years. A truck and a house pretty much cost the same thing. It's just one depreciates a lot. One depreciates, the other one gains value. So you can go buy a $90,000 house, or you can buy a $90,000 truck. And so you can buy a $90,000 house and $90,000 truck. And so when you begin to figure this stuff out and say, well, wait a minute, hold up, I paid my truck off in 5 years. I paid, when you look at all the things that you did within your business, right? You'll begin to develop ways and stuff on how to take care of your stuff personally, and know that it's not going to take the time that it would normally require a person and stuff to do it, because you'll begin to have financial discipline. If you know that, okay, I got a house on the line, right? And I'm gonna have this house paid off in 5 years. So the only thing I got to do is just put pedal to the metal for 3 years, and then I'm gonna go and buy a house, cash money in 3 years, and be done with it, as opposed to saying, well, let me go down here and stuff and get my credit and my portfolios and stuff in order so that I can get this home loan, right? And do all this closing cost stuff. You just want to go down there, because the banks do not anticipate people going in there having financial discipline. That's why they anticipate everything that they sell. They already know they're gonna make a profit. But if you come in there and say, well, yeah, I'm coming in here to buy my house cash money, they're more than welcome to let the house go, right? They can let one house go for that money that it's okay. Well, yeah, this $90,000 house we're gonna sell you. If you got cash money, we'll sell it to you for $60,000, because it don't take much to build a house, right? They're gonna take your money, and they're gonna take your money. They're gonna reinvest it. So say they sell the house for $30,000. No, they sell the house for $60,000. They're just gonna take the money that they made off that house, right? That they ain't got to worry about no more, and they're gonna build 2 more houses off that money, $60,000. They're gonna buy, they're gonna invest $30,000 a piece and stuff in these 2 homes, and then they're gonna put it out there on the market, and somebody's gonna go out there and purchase that home. So because of people not having financial discipline, they can afford to let a lot of things go if you go in their cash, right? If you got the money up front, they can afford to let the stuff go. That's why they trying to tell people now that cash ain't king no more. Oh, don't go in here and say that you're going to buy something cash money, right? No, don't do that. Because see, if you do that, then they're going to be adding on and tacking on all these charges and whatnot and stuff, when that ain't the case. What they looking at is the fact that, hey, you got cash money right now. What you're going to learn in business is that, hey man, listen, I got money right now to go and take care of certain things and stuff that would normally I would have to do or get it financed and stuff. And then you'll see the significance of credit and how important credit and stuff is. Like credit cards and stuff, lines of credit. You'll see how important that stuff is, and how much you're going to be relying on it, right? And once you get your finances in order, you'll have the line of credit, but it's going to be for emergency purposes. You're not going to be relying on it that much. It's like, hey, listen, I got money. I'm going to take this money, move it over here, take care of this stuff here and stuff, and then just keep it moving. You'll understand that through your business in that way. So I'm saying that you won't ever be debt free, but the stuff that you're investing in is things that's going to make you money. So you're going to be investing money to make more money off of it. That's what they call movers and shakers. Let's see. All right, preacher, how often should you do a PM on a reefer unit, and do they check the inside insulation and chutes, and that the insulation and chutes, or is that a different service? Okay, question 1, how often should you do a PM service? I would say every quarter. Get your PM done every quarter and stuff. So every 4 months and stuff, but keep an eye on how you run your reefer unit. Like right now it's starting to get cold, so your reefer's not going to be running as hard as it would in the summer. So if you get a -10 load and stuff like that, your reefer is going to be it's not going to be running as hard and stuff. You're not going to be using as much fuel. And stuff. So it pretty much go the distance. But I would do Um, I do it every quarter, every 4 months, and I would take it to. I recommend Speedco. I recommend Speedco for the reefer units and stuff like that. Cause they can have you in and out and it don't cost nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're going in there, they're gonna drop the oil, put new oil in it, throw in another filter, and then you in and out of there and stuff. So that's question one. As far as your insulation and your chutes, that's something that's gonna be something on a that's not something that people check. Like when you get your PM service, that's got to be something that you look at. So after each load, you should be looking and making sure that your chute is, make sure that it has all the nails and stuff to keep the chute up, and check your walls. Check your walls and stuff like that. In fact, I would get into the habit of taking a picture with every load and stuff. Take a picture of your trailer, walk through it, and just take a picture. And then once you get unloaded, same thing. Because if there's any damage and stuff like that you need to go on and get on them right away. Hey, listen, man, because these guys and stuff, these forklift drivers, they'll mess up. You got a plastic piece. You got a plastic piece at the front of your trailer called an airhead, and that's what protects protects the reefer unit from somebody running into it, cause it's like it's metal and stuff that's back there protecting it, and then they got the airhead and stuff that's there. And so a lot of times when people load up your trailers, they'll take the freight and push it up against the wall, which you're not supposed to do. So a lot of times people say, how do you load trailers? Say single, double, single, because what you want is to keep that area and stuff. You want to keep the area and stuff clear to where your air stuff is circulating, because what it does is that it sends all the air stuff from the roof, and then when it hits the back of the door, it goes under, the floor and stuff like that. That's why it has the rails and stuff that's there. And so all it is going in one big circle. But when they sit there and they push that freight up against the airhead, then it doesn't circulate your stuff properly. And so what you'll find your reefer unit doing is a lot of defrosting. That's when you know that freight is up against that wall. It's like every 10 minutes and stuff, man, your reefer is defrosting. It's defrost every 10 minutes, guys. There's something that's there that's keeping that circulation and stuff from, flowing around properly. So you tell them single, double, single, and so you single it to make sure that airhead, they don't mess that airhead up and stuff, right? Because the airhead is the only thing that's really protecting the freight from your reefer unit. You got the airhead, you got the metal protection and stuff, and then you got your refrigerated unit and stuff all right there. So just check that, because sometimes those screws and stuff will pop out of it and everything. Just make sure bolt it back up if you can. Bolt it back up if you can. Or if you can get a load lock, just get you a load lock and stuff, and then place that in front of the airhead and stuff, and they'll keep that a lot of time and stuff. They'll keep the freight from leaning up against the airhead and stuff and breaking it, because again, it's made of plastic, and those guys go in there and stuff 100 miles an hour and stuff, and then they just press that freight up against it, and then they mess your airhead up. So yeah, just get in the habit of checking your walls and stuff. Like that Calvin Leaks video and stuff that he did recently, where he showed that forklift driver kind of messing up that railing. He messed up that bottom railing and stuff of his reefer unit. Now see, what that does over time is that when it'll start to snag the freight, and then when it starts snagging it and they start to unload it, then they're gonna say, well, hey, look, the freight damaged. you got damaged freight and stuff. Then they start looking and they say, oh, well, see, there's the problem right there. Your trailer damaged. So now it's on you. Now you got to pay, they putting the claim against you and stuff, right? Now you got to dispute it and all that other crap there. So, yeah, just get in the habit of going in your reefer unit, checking your walls, checking your walls and stuff, checking your railing, and make sure everything is on the up and up, cause the shipper is going to say the consignee did it. The consignee is going to say the shipper did it. And you're going to be stuck in the middle and stuff saying, well, daggone, look, I'm stuck with this trailer. And all I know is my wall and stuff is messed up. So I got to, get it fixed or whatever. Let's see. G-Star Med. Let's see. Sup, brother. Do you think I should buy my Send Truck 25 cash or keep it in the bank? Okay. Clarify that for me and stuff. I'm not. Let's see. Do you think I should buy my? Oh, second truck. Okay, got you. Do I think you should buy your second truck or just keep it in the bank? Got you. Okay. If you're talking about buying a second truck, what are you talking about doing? Putting a drive in it? Okay, so if you're talking about putting a driver in it, then you got to make sure that you got a portfolio and stuff set up as to how you want your operation and stuff done, right? You want this thing to be refined. So the final piece to the puzzle is putting a driver in it, and you need to have your stuff set up to a point to where if the driver decides that they want to, for whatever reason, things don't work out and stuff like that, that business is still going to go on as usual, and you're not going to be relying on this guy to say, okay, if he steps out of the truck, then and stuff, then then I'm pretty much screwed and stuff in business. You need a portfolio strong enough to where if the guy comes over there, then he understands that this ain't for play. He's coming over here. He's got something solid. You're not going to play with his money, regardless of the fact that things are not on the up and up on your half. He's still going to get his money. He's still going to get paid. You got somewhere to take your equipment if something going wrong with it and stuff like that, because, you understand your equipment a little bit better than he will. The only thing he know is that, hey, look, this thing get to popping and pooting. All I know to do is just take it to the shop. And he gonna take it to whatever kind of truck you got. That's where he taking it to. Okay, let's take it to Freightliner if you got a Freightliner. Let's take it to Kenworth if you got a Kenworth, and not understanding, hey, listen, I got some people lined up that can get this thing fixed if that's what it's doing, but let's get it over there first, right? And find out what it's actually doing, because, he's an employee, and an employee is not gonna give you the real 101s and stuff about what's really going on and stuff like you would to try to understand what's going on with your business. So as long as everything is tight and you got a portfolio and stuff set up to a point to where your business is going to be on the up and up, then yeah, I go and get that other truck, put that other drive in and stuff, man, and keep it moving. Now, if you don't have that, then that's what you need to work on. You need to work on that. You need to pitch it to yourself and say, man, okay, would I go work for me? If this portfolio that I got set up, would I go work for me? And if the answer is yes, then okay. All right, then, feel the guys out and stuff like that. See what they trying to do. See what your operation and stuff is, and then if everything is on the up and up, then you go get the truck. But make sure that you got your portfolio set up first about how you're going to handle your business, so on and so forth. Making sure that the money is going to be there when it's needed on best and worst case scenario. Guys, Um, you know, your reputation is everything, and you don't want no person leaving dissatisfied and saying, well, hey man, listen, I work for this guy, but you know, he real tight on the money. He real tight on the money and stuff like that, cause you know, word of mouth is everything. You know, I know for sure they won't take care as I'm doing now my current. Well, you can't say that, cause okay, look at you might get somebody and stuff like Lil Guy Trucker, for instance. You might get somebody like Lil Guy. Now, every truck Lil Guy ever got in and stuff, whether he was company driver or otherwise, he took real good care of that truck. You know, now people can say what they want and stuff, but that dude, when he get in the truck, he keep that truck spotless. He keep it spotless, man. This man, hey, look, I'll go get the truck. You know, you might get somebody like that. They might take care of the truck better than you. You know, they might take care of it better than you. But if that environment calls for that, if that environment calls for the driver to do that, that's exactly what's going to happen. Every time you turn around and stuff, man, he throwing chrome on your truck. He getting it washed. You know, he getting it washed and stuff, man, and just everything. You know, he making you look bad like that, man. Dude, I better step my game up. I'm telling you, you got guys out there like that, man. You got guys out there like that, boy. They'll get a truck. They will get a truck, man. I'm talking about, man, I mean, they will clean that thing up from top to bottom, like, man. Dude, I didn't even know my truck looked that good. You know? But, like I said, if you the type of guy and stuff, man, that got your business on point and he ain't got no problem and stuff getting his money, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in that truck, man, and they're going to make that truck look like new money. You know, you got it, and but you got guys out there like that. You know, when I, you know, hey, prime example, me, when I was a company driver, I was like that. You know, the guys, you know, the boss man used to get mad at me because he thought that he was paying for a truck wash every week and stuff. I'm like, you know, the guy that was washing my truck, he only charged $20. You know, he charged $20, but then every time he seen the truck was always clean. And so he thought that I was taking the receipts and turning them in and all that stuff there. So he was telling me, hey, look, I can't reimburse for all these truck washes. I'm like, you know, I never asked you to. You know, I never asked you to and stuff, man. I'm like, shoot, hey, I do this on my own. You know, I do this on my own because, you know, hey, I like the truck. I like the feel of it and stuff like that. So, you know, that's my thing there. It just, you know, he figured that out. He said, all right, well, shoot, hey, it is what it is. But then, you know, when those new trucks start coming in, a lot of people was passed up and they said, well, hey, you know, get a rooster that new truck and stuff. And I was like, no, Jack, no, that's okay. I want to stay in the truck I'm in, you know. But that's what they used to do and stuff, man. Like, those new equipment come in, like, you know, hey, give it a rooster. Like those, let's see, what them, yeah, when the new trailers and stuff came in. Those new trailers came in and stuff, and like, man, hey, look, tell Rooster to hook up to one of the trailers and stuff like that. And so, you know, I was that type of dude. Let's see, Chris Robbins, I don't know if he came in. He was asking me yesterday about the torque rods and stuff, and so I said I was gonna get back to him. If he watches the video, later, he was asking when is a good time, you know, when do you change the torque rods and stuff on yeah, when is a good time to change your torque rods and stuff. And so the first thing is when you go get your alignment. If you looking at your tires, if you're looking at your tires and stuff, and your tires looking janky, you know, and you go in and get your alignment, that's when they should be telling you right then and stuff. Hey, listen, well, no, first, if you look at your torque rods and you see that the bushings are wore out, then it's time to change them. That's the first thing. Second thing, when you go get your alignment, if the people that's doing your alignment know what they're doing and stuff, then they'll tell you then, guys. If your truck is out of alignment, then they got to put shims. They got to put new shims and stuff to they put the shims and stuff on the inner and outside and stuff. And so if you need some shims, then they got to take your torque rod loose and put whatever shims and stuff they need to put in there to get your alignment and stuff right. So, you know, that's the two telltale ways and stuff if you know you need new torque rods. You know, so number one, if your bushings are wore out, and number two, when you go to get your alignment, and when you go get your alignment and stuff like that, your alignment man should tell you whether you need them or not and stuff. You know, so because they got to take them loose and put new shims in if they need to align the which they probably gonna need. They probably gonna need to do if your stuff is bad. And I should have known that when I should have known that, being that I went and got my alignment and stuff done. So speaking of which, man, I finally got everything straight. Got the alignment, got the shocks put on, and I had to buy two new steer tires, man. And this truck run like new money. It's a doggone shame, man, what I didn't do. Cause this is the, let's see, one, two. This is the fourth set of steer tires that I went through in my 3 years having this truck. And looking at those tires that I just took off, they could have went the distance if I would have went and just got the alignment done. You know, and I knew that I need the alignment. I just went and got the tires and stuff and just kept around riding, knowing I need the alignment. Every time I was doing live, I was saying, yeah, well, you know, you got the alignment yet? No, I ain't get the alignment. I'm gonna get it next week. Just kept putting it off, and then let those tires and stuff go bad. And I had one of the worst rides and stuff, man. Hands all sore because I'm fighting the wheel, and you know, just doing a real disservice to myself. You know, it didn't have to be that way. You know, I didn't have to be that way and stuff. That's why I'm saying, like, man, it's just, I don't know. This whole month, I'm just fixated on getting everything and stuff straight on this truck, man. I mean, I'm just, you know, I got my polisher in here, I got my DA, I got my buffer and stuff, and I ain't used them yet. I bought it on my birthday, I ain't used it yet. You know, new floor mats, new tire covers, steering wheel covers. There's some stuff I need to get from the Chrome shop or whatever and everything. And then I'm getting my I'm ordering a steamer and I'm getting a steamer and an extractor. And this whole month I'm getting everything straight, cars. I want to lay down, I want to put some new floors and stuff in. I've been watching, I don't know if you guys watch this guy and stuff, FLD Life and stuff, man. It's a Hispanic dude and stuff, man. You know, that dude, he keep a sharp truck. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this guy named Chill Andrews. It's a driver named Chill Andrews and stuff, man. He passed away. He passed away a year ago and stuff, man. I used to be, you know, I was real tight with him and stuff on IG. And You know, the brother, he committed suicide, him and his father. You know, that was very sad and stuff, him and his father and stuff, man. So, you know, that dude would sit there and he posted stuff up. And I mean, he really went through it. He really went through a lot. Somebody stole his truck. Somebody stole his truck, drove it into a ditch, and he recovered it. He recovered the truck, and he fixed it back up. You know, he fixed it back up and stuff, man. And then, I don't know, maybe about a month later and stuff like that, you know, somebody had sent the message. I thought they were just joking around, but, you know, R.I.P. Chill Andrews. And so, you know, yeah, the brother wound up killing it. You know, he killed himself, and then his father died. I think his father died the next day. Same thing, committed suicide. I'm like, you know, all right, Mr. Turner, what's going on? So the guy that does FLD Life and stuff, he bought Chill Andrews and his dad truck. And so they in the process of rebuilding it and stuff now and everything. And so he doing this thing. I was watching, who else video I was watching? Oh, Highway Diva. They got them a classic. They went and bought a classic, and they redoing the floors and stuff in there. So she did a real good job. It's just I didn't know which way and stuff to go. So I said, I'm gonna go to epoxy. You know, she did her thing and stuff, and it looked good. You know, it looked good and stuff like that. You know, she did a real excellent job on the material and stuff. And so, you know, she said it herself that, man, you know, she should have epoxied the floor and stuff. And so I said, that's what I'm gonna do with mine. So no, I got 13. Now I got 13 speed, which that's the other thing I got to do. You know, the final piece to the puzzle, I got to get my transmission rebuilt. So I found some people out of Orlando. I found these guys out of Orlando and stuff. They do transmission rebuilds. So, which I'm hoping that they do, but they got the whole gearbox. You know, they take the old gearboxes and they take yours out. They put another one in that they rebuilt and stuff, and then they take, you know, they go through a rebuilding and stuff like that. So when the next person come in, depending on what transmission you need, they'll, you know, either ship it out, or if you need it done there and stuff, they'll do it there and stuff. So I just told them, yeah, you know, I'll be down there and stuff and get mine changed. My transmission is the number 3, 3 and 7. Gear 3 and gear 7. They don't wind out now and stuff. So when I shift, you know, I do the 13 speed and stuff, you know, 1, 2, I skip 3 and go to 4. And then from 4 and stuff, you know, I go in, I split. And so when I get to 7, I just go over 7 and then just take it to 12, 13. I mean, well, you know, you get it, you know. I go straight into 12, 13 and stuff. And so I really need that gear now. I really need my high 7. I really need my high 7 and stuff. And so, you know, I'm just quit messing around and go and get that done. So that gear's messed up in there and everything. So they say a turnaround in it. They say the turnaround in it is 2 days. For the rebuild, they want $4,000 for the rebuild. Well, you know, it's $399.95 for the rebuild. Well, that's for the gearbox and stuff, and then they charge another to drop your transmission is another 14. Yeah, it's another 14 to drop it. So I'm looking at, you know, right around 6. I'm looking right around 6. So what I was going to do was October. You know, October, I was just gonna take the $6,000 and pay the truck off with it. But, you know, I said I better hold on to it just in case something happens. So this transmission, is acting up now and stuff. So instead of me paying the truck off, I'm gonna just go and get the transmission redone and then just pay the truck off in December rather than October. Um, 700. I got a little over 750,000. Yeah, I got 750,000. Now the strange thing is, when I got under the truck though, I think that the transmission's been changed one time before. I think it's been changed one time before and stuff. The truck came from CR England, and so yeah, the truck came from CR England. So when who channel are you talking about? Yeah, so the truck came from CR England, and then after CR, it was a lease truck with CR England. Then Lone Mountain bought it and stuff like that and everything. So I gotta look at the history on it one more time. But I think this transmission been changed one time before. No, I'm not gonna get them to do the clutch though, cause I just put the clutch in. I put the clutch in here back in, what was that, 18? Yeah, I had Freightliner put the clutch in and stuff like that, and so of course they charge the arm and the leg and stuff, for that. But the clutch is fine. It's just the the clutch is fine and stuff from how it's riding now and stuff. But if they drop the transmission, if they drop the transmission and stuff, I'll give them to look at the clutch and stuff. And if it need to be changed, then I'll change it. But I doubt it. I doubt it because I don't use the clutch very much. Let's see. You haven't changed it since 2017. I mean, well, look, if it's not giving you any problems, if it ain't giving you any problems and stuff, man, I mean, don't fix nothing that ain't broke. Unless you doing it, this stuff is gonna be something on the low end. But yeah, if you doing it on the low end and stuff, wait a minute, hold up, your truck automatic, so. All right, so I forgot, that's different. So yeah, I thought you had a manual and stuff. I forgot. Yeah, your truck's automatic. So yeah, so excuse me on that. Yeah, go ahead and change that before the snow hit. All right, you got a 13 speed. Okay, so yeah, I mean it's. I ain't gonna say that. Okay, yeah, the trans good. So then I ain't gonna say that's what's gonna happen to your truck. Is just the guys who, the truck came from CR England, and so what else got to be said about that? I'm pretty sure the guy that was in the lease and stuff probably took care of it, but he could have been training, right? He could have been training and stuff like that, cause oh, you want to change the fluid? Yeah, well, if it's that time and stuff, go ahead and change it. Yeah, if it's that time, go ahead and change it. But that's the thing I forgot to factor in and stuff. Cause when I got the truck, the clutch was already bad from the get go. And I, like I said, I often said that and stuff. When I first got my truck with Lone Mountain, I knew my clutch was bad. I knew it was bad, but I was just saying, yeah. Yeah, when I got the truck, I knew it was bad, and I was just so eager. I was happy and tired, which I tell people, like, look, when you go purchase you a truck, like, it's a lot of stuff. If I could have done it again and stuff, I would have. Like, when I got to Lone Mountain, I was hungry. I was hungry, I was tired, and I had to use the restroom. And so, it did. You're not really in a business mindset and stuff like, okay, here the truck, hit the truck, and the first thing I'm looking for is a place to go get something to eat. Like, man, God, no, I'm about to die. Like, you know, I got straight off the plane. Got in the Uber, and from the Uber, I went to Lone Mountain. And then from there, I was saying, okay, let's go and knock this stuff on out and everything. I say, man, be well rested. Be well rested. Get you something to eat. Because when you're taking care of business, you don't want nothing else and stuff to be a distraction, man. Cause it just, bro, it didn't make sense how unbelievably hungry I was. It's like, you know, the brother that passed away, on IG, I follow him on IG and stuff. It's Chillandrous. It's Chillandrous and stuff. Chill, and then I guess you got to kind of spell his last name, Chillandrous. But it's a blue. His truck is a blue Classic. It's a blue Freightliner Classic. Yeah, okay, yeah, Chillandrous. Yeah, but that was a cool brother, man. He just the only thing I didn't get down with, he did a lot of drinking, man. I'm like, good great, that for that dude to be as small as he was, man. I mean, bro, he can get down on the bottle, man. I'm like, good gracious. That's the only thing I didn't like about. That's the only thing I didn't like about that dude, man. That brother could drink, man. I mean, he can put it away, Jack. But other than that, man, I mean, shoot, he always seen in high spirit and stuff like that. Always smiling, him and his girlfriend. They out on the town and stuff like that. What's that? It's another guy and stuff he kind of remind me of that I'm subscribed to. God, I'll think of him in a minute. Cause he got a Freightliner Classic too and stuff. Elver 2, that's his name. Yeah, Elver 2. If I'm saying it right, is it Elver 2 or Elver 2? Cause him and his dad drive. Yeah, him and his dad drive and stuff, man. He always doing something that classic though. That dude always doing something that classic, man. But he got a tight truck though. I got to give it up to him. He got a tight truck and stuff, but man, that dude Chillandrous, him and his dad, bro, they just took the whole. I don't want to say they had the baddest classes on the East Coast, but they one of the baddest. Like, they one of the baddest, man. I got to say that. And so, yeah, so yeah, that's the only thing there and stuff. It's unfortunate that brother. It's unfortunate that brother did that though, but that just lets you know, man. You never know what a person going through. You never know what a person going through and stuff, man. They can get up here on social media. It could be all smiles and giggles, and man, I'm over here chilling and having a good time and stuff, man. And the whole time they just hurting in the inside, like, daggone, dude, like, bruh, okay, let's see. Oh, Brother Rooster, I dropped transmission for input shaft operation. And guess what should tell them put in new code since it's dropping time, but I forgot it. Now, let's see. I drop my transmission for input shaft operation. Guess. I forgot. They should have did that on their own. When they dropped that transmission for the input shaft, they could have oh, that was back in December. Yeah, they should have been on that. You didn't even have to remind them that. They should have came and told you, hey, listen, since we got this thing dropped, um, since we got this thing dropped and everything and stuff, it's best to go ahead and take care of this, and this now. You know. I mean, it is it is what it is. I mean, and the thing that kind of blow my mind is like they talk like dropping the transmission is a 10-hour job, and it ain't. Dropping the transmission ain't nothing. It's if you got the right tool, if you got the jack, if you got a jack stand, if you got a jack stand and some power tools and stuff, man, you can have the transmission dropped in about 30 minutes. And really, it don't even take 30 minutes and stuff. If you know what all it ain't but 10 screw, ain't but 10 bolts that's holding it in. So they can have the transmission dropped and stuff, man, about 15 minutes. In fact, when Freightliner did my clutch, I left my charger in the truck, right? They had my truck in the shop. When I walked to the truck, the guy had the clutch. The guy had the clutch sitting on the outside, right? And they had the transmission drop. When I told him, I said, listen, now you go in the truck and go in the back, right? Went in the back, got my stuff out to sleep and everything. When I got out the truck, the transmission was in, and he was the clutch was in and stuff, and he was jacking the transmission back up to bolt it up. I was like, daggone, I'm always just gonna stay here then, cause shoot, he about finished. But they charge you 10 hours and stuff, so I'm like, shoot, out, to put a clutch in, man, they charged me what, 33, well, it was either 33 or 38. No, it was 3,300. 33 to drop the transmission. Well, put the clutch in. Well, they had to drop the transmission, put the clutch in and stuff, and then drove the truck up the street. 3,300. 10-hour job and stuff. The clutch don't cost nothing. They hit me up on the labor. Cause that's Freightliner. So it's the same process. It's just like if you ever drop the transmission in the car and stuff, it's the same. It's the exact same process. Only difference is I ain't got no jack and I ain't got no air tools. If I had those, I just do it myself. But yeah, I guess that's that and stuff. Yesterday live feed and stuff did y'all like the live feed yesterday? Cause I know my phone and stuff. I know my phone had cut out before. My phone had cut out and everything and stuff like that. And so I don't like speaking about okay. Yeah, all right, Mr. Carl and stuff. And so, we you never know and stuff, man. Shoot. Like I said, I don't like talking about people's personal situations, right? But when it ties into trucking, I try to coordinate the two and stuff to say, well, listen, look, let's learn from the situation so that we don't fall victim and stuff ourselves. And so, my last little section, I want people to have an understanding about what a partnership is. Understand what a partnership is and what it means. So I always talk about when we go into a partnership, when you go somewhere and you lease on. Yeah, okay, all right. So, listen. I'm only saying this, right? I'm only saying this because, and I want you to listen to me real good. When you get into a partnership, understand that when you're going into one, if the person that you're going into a partnership with, if they ain't got, you got something to lose, and they ain't got nothing to lose, the person that got the most to lose is the one that's going to lose the most. That's a general fact. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in a place of business. It doesn't matter if it's your family. It doesn't matter if it's the woman that you love. Whoever it is that you go into a partnership with, the person that got the most to lose is the one that's going to lose the most. And the thing is that you a brother. Now, I've been watching you since you went to Nice. The only reason why I got any kind of understanding of the stock market was watching your video. I said, man, what is a 22-year-old? I said, man, what does a 22-year-old dude know about the stock market? And so every time a video was dropping, it was about the stock market. I said, man, you know what? Let me get off my lazy tail and find out what this stock market is about. And I'm like, ever since then, I was hooked. I said, man, you know what? Every time he drops something, he's always a step ahead of the game. And I'm like, I wish I was like that when I was 22 years old. My thing was, I was afraid of everything. And I'm like, man, you know what? All types of money. I said, man, hey, and you ain't lying. And it's like, you always dropping stuff. And you always dropping stuff about business. But it seems like the setbacks are coming from people that you're trying to uplift. It ain't you. It ain't you. It's the people you're trying to uplift. And I understand, man, when your heart is in it. And stuff, man, because, and I don't want to get up here and get on some MGTOW stuff, cause I don't believe in MGTOW. I just want folk to understand. I want folk to understand when you're going into a partnership, right? When you're going into the partnership. My first wife and stuff, I got married when I was 20 years old. And I always wanted to do the right thing. Okay. I always wanted to do the right thing and stuff. And so I wanted to get some credit. Neither one of us had credit. But my money was a little bit longer than hers. But anytime I went down there and got something, we put both our name up here together. We put both our name up here together. So I went and bought her a car, right? I went and bought her a car and stuff. I mean, I didn't buy myself a car. I went and got her one. And it was better than what she was already driving and stuff like that. And I believed in paying all the bills. I paid all the bills. I paid all the bills in the house. But like I said, you gotta think back. This is 2000, and all the bills in the house was like maybe. All the bills in the house was like maybe what about this everything, car note included and stuff, about $700. About $700 and stuff. And so I'm working at prison. I'm working at prison making $1,700 a month. I'm making $1,700 a month. And so I made the transition from working in the prison to driving truck. And so my money became more longer. My money became more longer then. And so how I did things and stuff, I gave my wife my bank card. I gave her my bank card. And since I wasn't gonna be home and stuff, I'm like, look, you gotta take care of all this stuff around here. As far as when the bills and stuff come in, go to the bank account, get the money, pay the bills, and that's that. Whatever you make from work, that's your money. You do whatever you want to. Just make sure these bills paid around here. And mind you now, I ain't got no kids. I don't have no children and stuff. We ain't got no kids and stuff, so it's just me and her. So I know I was making money at Snyder. I know I was making money at Snyder, but I never checked my bank account. Never checked it. And so we got into an argument one day, right? We got into an argument one day and stuff. And so, you know, my first wife had a bad habit of kicking me out the house. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Spending money. That's what happened. You ain't used to money. Now we sitting over here trying to build. You got your whole paycheck, and you got your whole paycheck. You ain't got to pay no bills in the house. So why should money be something strange to you? Why should money be something strange to you? But it seemed that way. You got your money and you got my money, and it seemed like my money was always missing. So she would kick me out of the house and stuff like that. Call the police on me. I get kicked out of the house. And so one day she take the car and stuff. I had the car for about 2 years now. And stuff, making payments on and stuff like that. She go, and I get a phone call from Mitsubishi saying I need to come down here and stuff and sign the title over to them. Now, mind you, everything I did, I put my name and her name on it. They said I need to come down there and sign the title over to them and stuff, right? And so when I got there, they told me what happened. Like, well, you know, hey, listen, y'all enjoying your new car? New car? What? Enjoying the new car and stuff? I'm like, man, what you talking about? I said, well, you know, your wife came down here and traded the car in and stuff like that. And y'all gave her the car and stuff. And so, you know, I'm sitting there thinking like, man, what the heck? She ain't paid no money. She ain't paid no money and stuff. And so they got my car. They got my car down there. And so then I got to thinking about it. I said, well, wait a minute. Hold on. When she got this new car, whose name is it in? It's in hers. I said, my name ain't on it? No. So if I sign over this car and stuff, that means I'm done, right? They said, yeah, we're going to cut a check. We're going to cut a check to the bank that you got the car financed from and stuff, and then that's it. You free and clear. I said, okay, all right. Well, you know what? I'll take that L. And stuff. So I said, all right, fine. I signed on the dotted line and everything. And so I got on the phone. I called her. And I said, you know, hey, listen, I seen what you did. I seen what happened. And, you know, I hope that you keep the car and stuff. But here's the thing now. That first car and stuff, I was paying for it. This car right here, it got your name on it by yourself, meaning that you're responsible for the payment. So thing is, don't come hit me up for no payments. That's your car. You do whatever you want to with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm free and clear. And so, things progress and stuff like that. Things didn't work out. Things didn't work out and stuff. And so, she still called me today. She still called me today and say how foolish she was and stuff. Now, I'm saying, the moral of the story is that you willing to give up staying in the house paid for. You ain't got to pay no bills. You're going to give a car away just to get you a new car so you can make payments and stuff like that. So that's how she wanted to roll and stuff like that. And of course, everything started going down for her. Everything started going up for me. Things started going down for her. But at the time, that was my wife, and I loved her and stuff. And so, when you in love, you gonna do things. You gonna do what men's supposed to do and stuff. You gonna argue. Some words gonna get said. You gonna use some profanity. We ain't got no nice words to say when we angry. All types of obscenities gonna come up or whatnot and stuff. But it is what it is. You angry. You upset. And you ain't upset with her. It's just a situation. You're not trying to deal with BS. Nobody wants no BS. She don't want it, you don't want it. But for some reason, you got to take it because you got more to lose than her. She'll jump on you, she'll put hands on you, and dare you to hit her. She'll put hands on you. She'll put hands on you the whole 9 yards and dare you to hit her. And you can't do it. You can't do it because it's the man in you, number one. It's the man in you, number one, that ain't gonna let you do it. Because the second you go balling your fists up, you lose all your energy. The second you ball up these dick, you lose all your energy. Like, man, I can't do it. I can't. It's like it's something that's keeping you. Something that's keeping you from there. It ain't the consequences. Now, you ain't worried about the consequences. It's just, man, it's the respect. It's the respect. You can't do it. Because they know you got everything to lose. You got your business. You got your business. You got those bills you got to pay. Yeah. Hey, listen, the SWAT team, listen, because of you being upset, because of you being angry, the SWAT team coming anyway. And then they looking at you and stuff, and they looking at you and they saying, you ain't supposed to be angry. You ain't supposed to be angry. The whole purpose why I got the house was so that we, not me, that we can have a safe haven, right? We can have a safe haven for us to come to, kick back, relax, and take it easy. Because we catching it there, it doesn't matter where you go to. You on the job, if you get in your car, you go get something to eat, somebody always gonna have a problem with you. But at least we here and we safe. Or at least that's what I think. But it seems like all the world's problems seem to come in your house. And now you got to deal with that. And you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go and stuff. And so when you bagged up in a corner, stuff, what you gonna do? You gonna lash out at the person that's pushing you in the corner. And all you saying really, hey man, listen, give me some space. This house too big and stuff. Why you want to come in the house and tear the house up? Why you want to tear up all this stuff? Why you want to tear all this stuff that we supposed to be working hard for? Oh, wait a minute. Now I know. Because it's in my name. That's why. It's in my name. That's why. And so when me and her separated, for some reason, things got better. I bought a motorcycle. I bought a motorcycle. I bought another car that I always wanted. My house was just all decked out from top to bottom. And when I came into the house on Friday, right? I came into the house on Friday. I crank up my computer and stuff, man. Set some music on routine, and I would just sit there and say, man, you know what, bro? It feel good. I ain't got to hear nobody's mouth. Everything is where it's supposed to be at. I'm about to go and party later on and stuff, and I can stay out late. Which I'm saying, that ain't what life is about. But the thing is that, you know, you ain't around counterproductiveness. You ain't around no counterproductiveness. And don't get me wrong, it ain't just a man thing. It ain't just a man thing. Women go through this too. Women go through it too. That's why I say this ain't MGTOW. Women go through it too. The woman, if she got more to lose than the dude, she gonna be losing the most. They got a man, or what he's supposed to be a man, driving her car. He driving her car, staying in her house, ain't paying now bill around there. Eating up all the food and stuff like that. And then he call himself pimping. He call himself pimping. He a pimp. Somebody else taking care of him and stuff like that. You know, cause the only thing he got is game. But then the man that sit there to take care of his woman is a simp. The man that sit there and take care of his woman is a simp. But we living in a world where everything is so butthole backwards. We living in a world that's so butthole backwards. You giving people, you putting them on free game now. Free game. This for free. You ain't got to do all the hard work and stuff like I do. I got to do all the research and the finding and all this stuff in there. I got to figure it out. And then I'm saying, okay, once I got it all figured out, here it is. Here you go. I tell you, I'm gonna bring you with me. My money is longer than yours, right? But we're gonna put everything and stuff in your name so that you can get a line of credit just like me. I'm 1099, you 1099, but you don't want to listen to me. I'm 1099, you 1099. It doesn't matter what kind of occupation you in, right? We're gonna build. I got to do the same thing just like you to make it seem like all they want to do is just see whatever it is that you're doing, are you bringing in some money so that you can get your stuff on and pop. Because didn't you come to me and talk about that you got aspirations and dreams and stuff like that? You trying to build up a business? Well, I ain't playing no games with mine, because mine ain't about talk no more and stuff. If you talking about you want a department store and you want to do these things and that and whatnot and stuff, okay, I'm with that. Let's make it a reality. Oh, you just talking. How do you build business credit? How do you build business credit? First, set you up a portfolio. Set up a portfolio. And that's what's gonna take some time right there and stuff. It shouldn't take you a lot of time, but you build up a portfolio about what you do with your business. Okay? What you bringing in, what goes where, and then what's profit. Okay? Once you see that and stuff like that, and you got your business portfolio, then you put it into wherever who's going to give you the business credit, and that's where you get your line of credit from there. It's going to start out small. But as long as you're using it for business, that's the short way of doing it. As long as you're using it for business, your line of credit is going to start increasing. So where you was using the company's fuel card and stuff like that, you use your own fuel card. You use your own fuel. Anything that's dealing with business and stuff like that, that's what you start using it for. Instead of start using other people's stuff to help their business grow, you use it to help your business grow. And then that's how your line of credit gets built right there. When they see that you using it, you paying it back, right? But you using it though for stuff that you already need. You gotta buy diesel fuel, right? But you already got the money. You already got the money and stuff. So when they need their money back, you just pay them back. But you use that stuff. Yeah, they're gonna charge a little interest and stuff like that and everything, but that you charge that to the game. You charge that to the game and stuff. That's how they make money. If they ain't making no money, then they ain't gonna give you no line of credit. They ain't gonna increase it because they ain't making a profit. And so the more you use it, you build it up and stuff like that, then they'll start calling you back. Okay, we're going for 500, we're going for 500, 5,000, we're going for 5,000, 50,000. But I mean, it ain't gonna grow light, but you get the drift though. Use it, let them make a profit off of it and stuff like that, and then once you got it where you need and stuff like that, you don't mess with it no more. Okay, yeah, I got it, and that's all I needed it for. But meanwhile, what you trying to do ultimately is that you don't want, if you want business credit, you using your own money. So if they giving you $50,000 line of credit, then that means that you should have $50,000. You should be on your way to having $50,000 of your own money for yourself. So when you say, okay, I need to borrow against it, you can go on, you can borrow and you can set your own interest rate. Okay, I'm a little bit late paying my own money back and stuff, but that's cool though. You see what I'm saying? So you borrow 50, you pay 50 back. You ain't got to pay nothing else. More money to you, more money in your pocket. That means more money for you to go out there and do things in your business. That's how you build business credit. Build you up a portfolio first. Work on your portfolio. Know what you want to do. Know what kind of money you gonna make and stuff. How you make it, how consistently it's made. What you gonna claim as your business. What you gonna claim as your profit. And then you go over there and you take it to the bank and then you pitch it to them. And they'll tell you how much they're gonna give you. But ultimately, you want to be to a point to where it ain't you telling them, well, it ain't them telling you what they gonna give you. You should be to a point where you telling them what you gonna give me. That's what you ultimately work for. But you got to crawl before you walk. And if you can't understand that concept then stuff, then don't get into business. Because it ain't gonna happen overnight. You're gonna make some mistakes. It's gonna cost you some money. But the thing is, you dust yourself off, you learn, and then you get back up there and you keep on doing what you're doing until you become better at it. It's just like riding a bike. You fell off the bike a few times and stuff, but you know, next thing you know and stuff, man, you know, you're doing wheelies and everything. That's the short end of it. That's the short end of it. Now, if you want to go more in depth, then what you need to do is find people who have financial literacy, right? Because you ain't gonna know everything. This requires you to get out there and stuff and put some trust into, you need to put some trust into some people who understand the game, who can give you the whole 101s and stuff and tell you, okay, when I'm saying financial literacy, they have the proper words for what needs to be used. Like, okay, I'm using this form right here. You know what this form is called. They can properly tell you how to fill this thing out from start to finish. You know, that's why I always say, I know a lot of people don't like Dean Cole, but Dean Cole. A lot of people don't like that cat, man. A lot of people don't like him and stuff, man. A lot of people sit there and give him the hard way to go about stuff. But, you know, this is a person who understands financial literacy. He understands financial literacy and stuff. And so, you know, hey, you need to enroll into those programs and stuff like that. Hey, get some of the free stuff first and then see if he's worthy of investing. And you ain't got to go to him. There's many other people that's like him. But you need to get with somebody who understands financial literacy. Because we don't know everything. It's just like when you go to court. When you go to court, you can represent yourself because it's a people system. But if you don't understand the language of the court, you're going to lose your case. So you got to go get an expert. So who do? We go get lawyers. You know, we go get lawyers. Same thing like doing our taxes. We understand we understand taxes, but you know, hey, look, we in the world of driving trucks. This is our career field right here and stuff. You know, we gonna be in it. We gonna be right here in this truck 90% of the time. So get you a CPA, somebody that understand the game. Quit trying to do everything yourself and stuff, man. Get you a CPA, somebody whose job it is to go over here and understand tax literacy, so that you don't get jammed up. Because when those new laws and stuff come, when them new laws start rolling down, they the first ones to pick up on it and say, hey man, listen, this new law done came out and stuff, right? And so if you file this way here and stuff, right, you can claim this as a profit and that as a profit. Or you can't claim this as a profit no more, or that as a profit no more. You know, you got to build you up a squad. Do you know how to work on your truck? Yeah, I know how to work on my truck. But then you got people who are dedicated to the craft 90% of the time and stuff, man. Go to the shop, find you somebody and stuff, man, that, hey, look, you know, they tearing down blocks and stuff all day long, and then they figured out new ways on how to do stuff. Like, hey, I was doing it this way right here and stuff, but then I tried this new system, man, and it seemed to be more efficient. I got a product, or I'm putting you in line with a product that's going to be more cost efficient than what we're already using and stuff. And then, hey, it's going to run your truck. It's going to run your truck twice as long. You know, that's the thing there and stuff, man. You know, hey, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to build up this squad and stuff. We can't do everything ourselves, you know. You know how you want to do things, but you got to sit there and be patient and say, man, look, this is how I want it done, and this is the vision that I have and stuff, and say, well, you know, okay, let's put some reality into it. They ain't trying to sway you. They just saying, well, hey, look, you know, this is, you know, I understand, you know, kind of, we might have the game all, you know, all screwed up. But you know, build you a squad, man. Get you some good partnership, kind of people you go into partnership with. Just make sure they got the same thing to lose like you. Because they got the same to lose as you and stuff, man. And you know, hey. Let's see, what do you say? I'm leased to a company and never had my own fuel card. Okay. Well, see, that, you know, see, that's the thing. You got to start working on that. That's that portfolio I was talking about. You talking about buying another truck? You talking about getting another truck and stuff, man? You got to get your own fuel. What happens if now the people that you with? What happens if they cut that fuel card off and you in the wrong spot? Your man, I ain't talking about you. Your other truck in the wrong spot, and they cut that fuel card off. What's his backup? See, if you got your own, right? If you got your own, then the only thing you got to worry about is your business. Like, all right, get y'all stuff back and everything. I'm gonna use my own. Or I'm gonna have yours and I'm gonna have mine, but I'm gonna be mostly using mine though. You got to start working on that, man. You talking about getting another truck? That's that portfolio I'm talking about. That's a dangerous situation when you got to rely on somebody else for your daily bread. You know, that's why I tell people, don't get you leased on with somebody, don't get comfortable. Hey, get the money now. Get what you can while you can for as long as you can. But don't get comfortable. Cause you never know and stuff, man. They sit there and, you know, stuff. 1 minute they this company here and stuff, then next thing you know and stuff, hey, we got to pull the decals off. We belong to this carrier. And they done changed the whole game up. You know, just like when I was with Big Rock, I was with them for 6 years. They went from getting paid, you got paid off of every load, to 20%, and when it was 10%, I was grandfathered in though, but they went from 10% to 20%, then they changed that pay up. They said, well, you know, instead of getting paid off every load, you get paid once a week. And you know what they started doing? Screwing those paychecks up every week. Something was wrong with my pay. I turned 3 loads, I'm only getting paid for 1. What the other 2 at? Oh, well, the the transflow then come in the way it was supposed to and stuff. So we're gonna have to put it on next week's settlement. Now I'm in the hole when I know I ain't in the hole. I'm in the hole and stuff, and then I'm in the hole and stuff like that, and then they mess it up next week and stuff. Okay, I'm only getting paid for one more load. Now they got 4 loads and stuff they got to pay me for, and then they got to call me in there and say, well, listen, we can't pay you all this money in one hit, right? So we're gonna break it down in increments of 4 or 6. This your money that you work for and stuff. You gotta work in increments of 6. But when you owe them money, and at the time I ain't owe Big Rock, but how much I owe Big Rock? $150 a week. I owed him $150 a week and stuff. You know, that was my overhead and stuff, and then whatever I use for fuel. But you know what I'm saying? That stuff there, you know, you sitting over here getting a daggone paycheck. You know, you getting a settlement for $700-800 and then you got 3 more other loads and stuff that they ain't paying you for. 3 more other loads they ain't paying you for and stuff, man, and they done took out all the fuel that you done use for those other 3 loads and stuff like that, but then they hold back them, you know, a 15 here, 11 there, a 13 there. You know, they hold the big ones and stuff back, but they pay you on the little small ones. And then that happened 3 weeks straight and stuff, and then they talking about, man, okay, yeah, we can't cut you this check, guys, it's too big. So we're gonna break it down in settlements. We're gonna break it down in increments of 4 and 6 because the payroll person is new. That's the excuses that they were giving me. You know, the payroll person knew. Cause shoot, when Sky Rooster got paid off, that was it for me being in the hole. That was it for me being in the hole, man. It was impossible. It was impossible for me to be in the hole over there, but they sure found a way. When they went from one getting paid from every load and stuff to once a week, every week they always screwing my paycheck up. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all doing that. It ain't like I owe you anything. And the reason why it was $150 a week because I had medical, dental, and vision with them. That's it. And that little bit of insurance, they won't take nothing else out. Trailer paid for. You know, what was the other thing? Like the fuel card stuff. Like it used to be. I'm over here rambling. Y'all done sent me some. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting my own fuel cards plate. Not planning on depending on the company. Preacher, I got my plates from one man. You shouldn't depend on your lease company if you don't like them. I'm ready to ball tail, get my own throw. Yeah, I mean, like I said, use it for what it is. If you ain't, you know, I ain't saying if you ain't got the money to go get your own base plate, right? Then use theirs. But I'm just saying, don't get comfortable now. Use theirs and stuff until you able to go down there and get your own. Now, if you done been in that program long enough and you done paid, and by the time you got your money up and stuff, you done paid off their plates, then just use theirs. Just know next year when they ask you, okay, you gonna run off our plates or theirs, just tell you, no, I'm gonna go and get my own. If you already done paid into it, cause you ain't gonna get the money back. You ain't getting that money back. So if you already done paid it, and stuff, man, just go ahead and let it ride. Just know, okay, I got this money for next year. And stuff, you know. So when no base plates expire, turn those in, go down there and get your own. Cause bro, I mean, you know, stuff happens. Like You get pulled, let's just say you get pulled in a scale house one day. You get pulled in a scale house one day and stuff, and then um, somebody at the carrier got a ticket and forgot to pay. You know, especially if you go in Virginia. Virginia is very notorious for this and stuff. And so, or even worse, let's just say you get a roadside inspection. And you get a roadside inspection and they put an out of service sticker on your truck. Everything done passed, like, well, hey, what happened? Oh, y'all authority got suspended. Somebody forgot to pay a ticket, so your authority got suspended, you out of service. Now, your truck, they got to tow. Now you got to get your truck and trailer towed because of somebody else and everything. You out of service. You on the side of the road. They ain't gonna let you stay there. And if that highway patrol and stuff, if he a butthole, which they usually are, he ain't gonna say, well, listen, I'm gonna stay behind you. I'm gonna follow you to the truck stop, and then y'all get that sorted out. No, he gonna get on the phone, call the tow truck, and then the tow truck got to take you to the truck stop because the people that you leased on with authority got suspended. So you paying a towing bill because they got put out of service. The authority got put out of service. Now, if you got your own base plate and stuff, then, hey, listen, okay, their authority got suspended. But okay, well, look, they ain't, all right, so their authority got suspended. So you gotta let me go. You ain't towing my truck because my base plate is not tied into the company. I got my own. Okay, well, then that's when they say, okay, well, look, you can't take the load nowhere and stuff, but that's when you can work. Well, hey, listen, I'll go ahead and drive to the truck stop and they ain't going no further and stuff. That way there. You got your own base plate, your own insurance and stuff, then you in the money that way. But that's happened. That's happened. When I was at Big Rock, a guy got a $6,000 ticket. He got a $6,000 ticket, and in 6 months they didn't pay it. So they said they so they pulled me in the scale. They pulled me in the scale, and they said, bring me your registration. They brought my registration. I brought my registration in there and stuff. They said, man, listen, the reason why we pulled you in here is because your authority got suspended because somebody got a ticket and they got to pay it. If they don't get it paid, you can't go nowhere. So I'm stuck like Chuck. Let's see what happened. 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to wait all. So, you can imagine that phone call I had to make and stuff, right? Call dispatch, I called my man and stuff. Hey, man, listen, hey, bro, our authority got suspended, man, and how much the ticket? $6,000. They think I made it. I got the ticket. Like, bro, they want me. They want me. They just got us all shut down. That's it. Like, whoever got it 6 months ago. They ain't letting me go until it get paid. So I mean, it's all types of scenarios and stuff, man. But ultimately, you want to be in control of your own stuff. That way, if somebody else mess up or whatever and everything, then hey, that's fine, that's wonderful, that's them. I got my, I'm still riding. Ain't nobody cutting my fuel card off. I need some fuel, I just go on down there and get it. Well, even I got some money in the bank and stuff to go down here and stuff, and cause I'm like, over here where I'm at, I don't understand. These guys come over here, they getting advance for fuel they getting advance for fuel and stuff. Like, bro, I don't see how y'all do that, man. You know, I was doing it at first. I was doing it at first and stuff, but I'm like, shoot, they called me like, and now they just stopped calling me. Hey, look, you need advance. They used to say, you need advance off the load. No, I don't need no. Nope. Because I know I'm delivering the load tomorrow, and I deliver it tomorrow. I'm going to scan the bills and get paid. So why am I going to be charged $25 for you to give me 35% when you're going to give me 35% for $25, then I'm going to settle up, and then I got to pay $20 to get that money. You know, that's $45 and stuff, and all I got to do is just wait till tomorrow and stuff, and I got all my money. And sometimes I just, you know, put three, you know, I put 2 and 3 of them together. I got load delivery Monday and the 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday. Okay, I'll sell on Wednesday. $20 and stuff, and then I got all my money. Shoot, what you need advance for? You know, I even stopped like the unloads and stuff. I don't even ask for advance for unloads. Just, hey, I'll pay for it, you just pay me back. $25. Like, man, no, screw all that. You sitting over here doing four loads a week, that's $100. Like, man, shoot, you know, do a lot of stuff for you, man. You know how much crack you can get for $100? I don't know. I don't do crack. But I imagine it's a lot though. Man, shoot. Get up here. I'm up here rambling and stuff now, man. But listen, fellas. I hope I answered everybody's questions tonight. If y'all see my thumbnail and stuff, then you can see I ain't got but an hour and 27 minutes on my clock, which means that tomorrow I'll be sitting up here with nothing to do. Everybody in your pocket trying to separate you from your money. That's right. Absolutely. It's plenty of money in the trucking industry. The only people that ain't getting it is the ones that doing the most work. Dispatcher getting it. You know, the dispatcher getting it. The lease company getting it. The DOT, they getting it. They definitely getting it. The only person that ain't getting it is you. And then they wondering, man, shoot, why you so upset? Why you so mad? What's wrong with you? You should be happy. You should be happy and stuff, man, that you paying us to work. You paying us to work. You know how many people lined up and stuff to come over here to this carrier to get that money and stuff away to haul our loads for nothing? What? You know how many people, man, just lined up and stuff to get this truck over here? So that they can put all this stuff on this truck. On this truck they ain't gonna never own. Shoot. You forgot who we are? My man says, shoot, I'm Sky Daddy Jeebus. No one gets to the Father but through me. Shoot. Man. But yeah, fellas, listen, I hope I answered everybody's question. You know, in summary, listen. The men, speaking from men, we love our women. We love our women, and we are going to do everything we can for our women and our children. We want to provide the very best life for our women and our children. You know, we ain't out here messing around, getting drunk, getting high. We ain't out here getting drunk, getting high. You know, we look but we don't touch. We touch but we don't taste. You know, that's the reality and stuff like that. I mean, you know, hey, you don't see us over here surrounded by a whole bunch of women. They ain't our thing. We trying. hey, when it comes to the woman, we already got one, and we trying to do everything and stuff we can for you. So we ain't got time for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You better take a good long look at that house that you in. Look at that house. Look at that house that you in. Look at that car that you drive. That money that you got in the bank. Them kids that we taking care of. You know, we ain't got all the nice, pretty words and stuff to say about, hey, listen, I love you, but that, I mean, you know, we prove our love and stuff through our what? Our work and our deeds. You know, so we got to put it in the wind. We got to sacrifice and stuff, and that's it. Things get hard. Things get hard on our end too. You know, we get to argue. We disagree about stuff, but you know, it ain't like we getting up here on some dating site saying, well, okay, well, that's the end of my marriage and my relationship. You know, that's the end of our relationship and stuff because uh, we getting into an argument. Well, we getting into a disagreement. Ain't, you know, we ain't going over other women's house and stuff like that. I mean, you know, hey, we grown people. We grown people. Whatever problem and stuff that we have, we can work it out. That's straight up. No matter what it is. We grown people. We grown people. Whatever problem we have, we can work it out. And if it's got, and you know, when we speaking and stuff like that, if it's got to go beyond arguing and stuff like that, then you know what? Let's just go on here and cut it short. I love you. I love you, but you know, for the sake of keeping things and stuff, you know, productive, right? We just gonna go on here and end it right now at this particular time, and then when things get a little bit better, okay, let's go ahead and resume. You know, I ain't trying to buy nothing, man. I mean, straight up, man. Talking about trying to buy love. I ain't buying no love. You know, shoot. Hey, I'm doing what a man's supposed to do and stuff. What the man's put on the earth to provide. Just like how Gus Fring said, all Breaking Bad and stuff, a man provides, even if it's not wanted, needed, or respected. A man provides. That's all we trying to do. That's all we trying to do and stuff. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you can't respect that and stuff, then I don't know what else to say. Because the man gonna provide. That's what we put on earth to do and stuff, man. We sweat. You know, our punishment is that we gotta work by the sweat of our brow. A man don't work, a man don't eat. But you know, that's what it is at the end of the day and stuff. We don't hate women. We don't hate women and stuff, man. Shoot, we just don't. And it's stuff. And I know it's stuff we do that y'all don't like about us either and everything. And so, you know, y'all get with y'all little groups and stuff. And so that's why I say, like, hey, to the women that's out there, if you really want to put this thing to bed and stuff, then let's do that. We got our grievances. Y'all got y'all grievances. Let's come together and construct a dialogue and stuff, man, and talk about that. What can we do to be better men? What can we do to be better men and stuff? Cause maybe it's something we miss. God, we certainly got grievances and stuff, you know, on our part to say, well, you know, hey, listen, as a woman, I don't appreciate when you do stuff like this, that, and the third. So we can cut out all the disrespect and stuff, man. Like, you know, hey, we come home and stuff, man. It's all about love, you know. We want to come home and stuff and chill, and you know, we gonna do men things and women gonna do women things. But you know, we come to that same commonality. We got to live under one roof. It's not like I'm in my house and you at yours. You know, we in here together. But that's what I'm saying to the women that's out there. let's come to, hey, look, hey, let's get together and stuff like that. We go live and we can lay everything on out there and stuff. Even if it's a community hall or something like that, let's do that, because enough is enough. You know, I understand the man want to be, but we want to be better men. But you got to tell us what it is and stuff that's bothering you, so that we don't do this stuff in the same thing. We're gonna tell you what's bothering us. We come to this commonality, and we shouldn't be doing this no more. Tearing up houses and stuff like that, destroying things that belong to you for the betterment of our house. We get into a disagreement and stuff, and we call them the police in this environment. And then somebody wind up dead and stuff like that, and then you over here crying. They over here crying and stuff, man. He didn't deserve that or whatever. Well, yeah. If you would have never went down there with that bull crap calling 911, I'd probably still be here today. And vice versa. So that's my challenge right there and stuff, man. Before, let's get some common ground and stuff. Let's get it on and popping and stuff, man. Look, let's lay it all on out there so we don't keep on doing the same thing, cause man, we shouldn't have to be doing this. Not in 2020. Same mistakes and stuff back. The things I did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I'm still going through it. Nah. It's a new day now and stuff, man. Without all the disrespect, with all the hate and discontent, let's all lay it out there on the line. What is it that we can do? What is it that we can do as men? What is it that we can do as women? Because the greatest institution in the world is the institution of family. Find me something greater than that and stuff, right? And I'll start praising that. Find an institution greater than the institution of family. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's my time and stuff, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate all the questions and stuff like that. I hope I answered everything. Like I said, I'll be off tomorrow and stuff, so text me, let me know who you are and stuff like that. My information on the page. Text me, let me know who you are, what you want to talk about and stuff, and we'll go ahead and get it on and pop. So with that being said, it's your man here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.